Well, my name is Derek Irvin, and I'm standing here at the Flowing Well in Carmel, Indiana. It's an artesian well, and it was discovered in 1904. It produces 20,000 gallons of water a day. And people from all over the community come with empty jugs. They fill them up at no cost right here at this well. I tend to think of the well as a metaphor for ministry. I'm in my 20th year of ministry, and Lord willing, I have another 10 years before I retire. And as I think over this time, I kind of tend to naturally segment it into 3 segments of 10 years each. You know, the first 10 years, honestly, it was just learning how to be a pastor. The second 10 years about building sustainable ministry. And then these final 10 years, sure, we want to continue to build and grow what we've created, but I also want to equip and encourage other churches to offer meaningful marriage ministries. You see, part of my story is even before I became a pastor, God called me to marriages. It was a life's calling to save and to strengthen marriages. And I got to tell you, I had no idea how to do it. I had no idea what it would look like, but I knew that God was on the move. And so in that first 10 years of ministry, it was just learning. It was carrying around my empty bucket to the well and getting it filled with wisdom and knowledge and guidance from people who had gone before me. Well, now in the second 10-year span, what God has done has been absolutely amazing. About 5 years ago, I gave a proposal to our leadership board, and the idea was, what if we were to invest in the marriages of the communities that we serve? And that was received, it was funded, I was asked to lead it, and we created an organization called Better Together. It's a ministry of Northview Church, but with an eye towards resourcing our community. In addition to preparing engaged couples for marriage, there are 3 big things that we do for marriages. The first one is we answer the question, how do we help couples get a breakthrough in their marriage? You see, especially when a couple's hurting in their marriage, it can be hard to get traction. For us, we answer this with a marriage intensive weekend called Hopeful Tomorrows, and we offer it 6 times a year. Now, with traditional marriage counseling, and I'm for that, the problem though is that it's very slow. You go for 1 hour and then you go home for a week and do damage before you go back for another hour. And what this weekend does is it helps couples to get that breakthrough that they need so that they can get to where they want to go. So coming out of this weekend, the second big thing that we offer for marriages is a marriage small group called Re-Engage. This answers the question, how do we strengthen that couple? You know, they've had a breakthrough, but I don't care how good your breakthrough weekend or church camp or whatever it is, if you don't internalize it, it's gonna drift away. So this weekend does a the small group does a tremendous job in internalizing all of the things that the couple gained over the weekend. It's kind of like physical therapy for your marriage. You know, it's like I'm gonna go 18 weeks, I'm gonna do the exercises even when they're painful, but at the end, it's gonna be like, man, I feel great. Well, coming out of that, we've still got to answer the question, how do we help them grow and maintain over time? How do we take them from the physical therapist's office to the health club? And for us, that's Grace Marriage, which just does a great job of that. We've had couples come from the very brink of divorce and not only save their marriage, but get healthy and strong enough to help others. And man, does that ever make my heart sing. Well, as I enter this final 10 years of ministry, you know, I want to not only build on what we've grown, but I just have a heart to equip and encourage other churches to offer meaningful marriage ministries. It's bigger than any one church could possibly do. And I want to leave a well behind for others. And so recently I partnered with a person who's become a close friend, Jackie Bledsoe, and we started a not-for-profit. We got a $100,000 capacity building grant to focus on equipping churches in Hamilton County and Marion County and Indianapolis. We just this month gathered a group of pastors as a part of this grant to dream about what would it look like if the church got serious about saving and strengthening marriages. Love it. So this sabbatical comes at just the perfect time, kind of that pause point before we enter this final 10 years to go back to the well and just to hear from God, to learn, and to connect with my wife. I mean, we get to do so much of this ministry together. What an incredible opportunity to fill our bucket at the well. So thank you so much.